Right there, guys. Thought I'd do a bit of a different video today. It's a Dinobot restoration video, a Slag restoration video. So we've got a few different Slags here, which we're going to try and fix up and get like new. So I was just experimenting because I've got one. This is kind of the one I've got on display here, and I've taken bits off it. So I've taken this headpiece off. Originally what I've done is I've got this G2 one and I bought it and it was actually missing one of the horns. I've replaced it with one that I had in this Junker one here. The colours don't quite match, but I kind of experimented on the Junker one as to how to take the bits off. There's basically two screws in here which you can undo, which allows you to take this top piece off. This bit will then slide off as well, so you can do something to that as well. So if you need to replace any of these bits, you can do, which is quite handy. I don't know if you can then, you probably can't take that bit out unless you're a bit braver. But what it allowed me to do is these horns here are pegged in here, and there's like a silver, there's like a plastic strip that goes around that, so you have to pull it out, unfortunately. So I managed to sort of do that and get it back on this one. There is still a bit of a colour difference, but what it's meant that I do have the two horns on here. The other little neat restoration thing that I managed to do is mine didn't have these plastic caps here, all the stickers. So on this Junker one here, if you go around here, you can see this, they were actually clipped in here. Unfortunately I did that with one of them, but what I was able to do is just get this behind here, and you can kind of just see where one of them is there, and just push it out, and that was enough just to get a screwdriver underneath and just pop it off. And the sticker actually sits on top of the screw there, so I was able to take it off, put it on there and clip it back in, and actually they've held in well. So there's two bits that I've restored on this. These bits here on either side with sticker and the plastic bit, and also an extra horn, and it does kind of hold in. Both are fairly loose. I think the lighter one is the G2 one, so, but you know, that may be something I come to replace at the end or swap out for another one, but it's good that I've got a G2 variant. Now the one that I had on display, the G1 version, you can see this one is really worn, and almost all of the chrome has come off it, and you can see these silver bits. This is where these are actually held in. So I want to keep this one. So I've got a couple of options. One, I can actually probably take these bits off here and actually put them onto the other one, so you can see where I was just able to pull these bits off. Like that, so you can actually pull these bits off. So I've got a couple of options. First off, I'm going to actually try and use this kind of chrome paint to jazz this one up and make it all brand new. Or I can actually swap these bits out here, which is really quite handy. And then I can put that bit back in, or I can, depending on which one shows a little bit better, I can put that one back in. But I have managed to swap this bit out here because that one came loose on the other one. So I can't do the back one there because it's pinned. But this one is slightly better painted, and it does have the extra sticker in. So I will use this kind of chrome thing that I've got on here. So I've got these chrome pens, and I have used them for various different things. I think I used them on sludge previously, and they're all different kind of size nibs on them, and you kind of press them down, and then this kind of chrome stuff will kind of come out of it. You do have to properly let it set. So I've tried it already on Springer here, so you see it shows up pretty well on here. So I'm going to start doing it on here, and then what I'll do is I'll stop the video and we're going to go back and just check to see how it is. It's quite easy to do on this one because it's kind of little lines. so you don't have to worry about it too much. But I'm going to do it on this one here, the one that's quite badly damaged anyway, or badly worn, I should say. And then I've already got the other one really then as backup. You know, if it doesn't turn out how I want to. But because I've taken it off, it just gives me the option then of actually being able to pick and choose between the different parts I'm going to use. So you can see already it looks, in my head anyway, with my dodgy eyes, a fair bit better, and that's taken up, you know, hardly any time at all. It does smudge if you touch it directly after you've done it, so you really have to like be patient and like almost, I think, do a whole set or have like a particular area that you can hold it without touching the rest of it, and do as much as you can, and then literally leave it alone. It is super tempting to touch it because when it does set, it does look like the real thing. You see, look how much better that's looking already. And you can get these on like Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. I didn't know they existed until a friend of mine, Nathan, who's also on YouTube. He's mainly to Joe's, but he does Transformers like stuff as well. And he's a bit of an artist. And he's really good like restorations and fixing things up and being creative. He sort of showed me these and I was like amazed. And I just thought I'd share it with you guys as well. So you can see where we're at on this one, kind of like halfway done. So what I'll do is I'll pause it there and come back and try and finish this off and show you what it looks like before I put it all back together. Right, here we are. So I've actually managed to complete this bit, so you can see it's all been chromed up and the other piece as well. There's just some other bits that I've done as well. I think I've done underneath here as well. So perhaps like there's probably a little patches where it's not quite as good, but I still think that's probably better than it was. I probably need to tidy it up and just get in the little cracks there. I've since also got another one which is like a gold one, so I may take a look at restoring these bits. And again with a smaller pen, what I'll probably do with the smaller tip, just get in there and get into those bits there as well. You can see I've tried to do it on there and I've actually just come off there a little bit, but you can kind of like just, if you kind of go over a little bit, just kind of scratch it away and take it away there. I would add as well, like if you're like reselling and doing anything like that, you know, I would say it's probably best just be upfront and honest about anything like that. So if you have made any alterations, then just to, you know, let that person know, so they don't think they, you know, getting it, because people can be a bit funny about that type of thing. So then I've kind of perched these two as separate pieces, so they're kind of perched in there ready to be secured. This bit here goes in there like that. There we go. And then, so just need to take it apart a little bit. So it looks like that bit hooks over there first, it looks like. So that bit hooks over there. So it looks like this bit goes in here. And that'll slot in there. Oh, I see. So is it that and that? might have to assemble this like that, I think. God, this is a bit fiddly, but oh, does this bit go through here? I think it might do actually, like that. And then I think that goes in there like that. Yeah, that slots in better that way. And it should be just a case of perching that in there, just lining it all up. And then just open this bit up here, and this is where you've got the screw that needs to go through. There's two here, so one that needs to go through here, and then one that needs to go actually through that bit there. Now I think this needs to use the larger one to go in here. I will just grab my other screwdrivers a second. Right, so I've got all the screwdrivers. I've actually got this set which has got like magnetized sort of bits at the end, which is well worth doing for stuff like this. Just makes it easier because this bit here is right in here, so you have to sort of dangle it in. If you are doing them, so it's not very magnetized, but it is a little bit. The longer one is for this section here. The reason why I know that is I just double checked it on this one. So if you put the long one actually through there, you can see it comes out way too far. And this one here, it just comes out just about right. So obviously I'll need to do it this way around, but so just pop that in there. And then we can just tighten this back up, kind of make him whole again, so to speak. And then just match up the parts here. So I've got this bit here, and this is the smaller one, which is a bit trickier, but it'll just go in here, and then that'll just fasten in. So then if I just move all this out of the way here, and now really I've got two slags, sorry, in relatively good condition in terms of chrome and stuff, you can see, but I think those look pretty good. Give you a close up. Say all of this looks loads better. Probably do with an Autobot stick on here, but all of this looks quite nice. Could do just a little bit of a tidy up, but it's much improved if you compare what it was like before and this guy as well. So I can have the G1 and the G2 version on display. These two here. I mentioned about the pen that I had as well. So that I'm going to try it on this other one. So you can kind of see what we kind of want things to look like and what it is like currently. I presume that is just worn. This one's not too bad, but I just find there's a little spot there where we've got a few little bits on these. These are worth kind of shaking up. If you don't want to use them direct onto the thing, just have a bit of cardboard or something handy and just kind of dab it down. You kind of press it in for the stuff to come out. So you've got a little bit coming out like that. So I'm just going to try it on here just to see if it's like a bit of a match or not. So this is like a different coloured one. So rather than the silver, we've got like a gold one. I think it's not far off, I don't think. I don't think that's far off. If I fill in that little bit here. And you can see where I've kind of gone over a little bit, but I just want to try it out. I think that might be a good match. So I think that might be the next little project, is kind of touch up some of these kind of bashed up bits. See whether or not we can get him looking a little bit better. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it overall. You can see in here I've got some little bits where I just need to tidy up, where I've got a few little smudges and things like that. But overall I think he's looking a little bit better, I think. So definitely worth using these ones. And they're easy to get on like Amazon and places like that. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with myself having kind of restored those two back up to kind of working condition, as it were. I may try and do a few others, a similar sort of restoration things. So if you're interested in that type of thing, just let us know in the comments below, and I'll have a go at doing a few more. Well, that's it now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.